We're going live. Let me make sure it's working right here. Then we could get into it. Looks like I'm live. Yeah, bro, I think I'm live on my public channel right now.
Go to the youtube.com/live_dashboard. You're there?
Yeah. It's not even showing like I'm live right here. Oh, here it is, here it is. Here it is, we're good. I gotta fix it later, but yeah, I guess I'll just do this one publicly. Good morning, good morning. It's bloody season, yes, this is correct. Let me get this link and send it out. And then I'll fix it after. I guess I'm gonna have to do this one. This is on my public. Yeah, I know. I'll fix it after. You guys are lucky. You're on the public stream today, whatever. You get 1 day of free access. Let's hop on this. Let me send this out to the members.
They're gonna see it on the video anyway.
What? Yeah.
They're gonna see it on this video too.
Yeah. But all right, coming into the open, we are halted down on ES right now. So that means price is not allowed to go below, it looks like 25.89.25 until 9:30 a.m. or until there's more bids than ask. But that doesn't seem like it's the case here. As we get closer to the open, there are no bids. Well, there's some bids, but hella more asks. So that's why this thing hasn't moved for the last, since like 8 a.m. That's when sellers really started swatting this thing down. And coming into the open, we could expect a nice little gap down since this thing is flatlined right now. And obviously there's more people selling than buying. So when that happens, you could expect a gap down. So we're probably going to gap down at least 10-20 points here at 9:30 in about 9 seconds. So watch how this opens up right here. We'll probably open up like 25.60s, which is what's printing right here. Yeah, there you go, 25.50. Now the next limit lock is going to be at 7%. So once this thing drops 7%, it's going to close again for 15 minutes, and we're almost there. We're at 6.85% right now, 6.9. Once that level gets hit, then the market closes for 15 minutes, and then we'll have to wait and see what happens next. But let's see if that gets hit. Right now we're sitting at 6.7%. On ES, getting a little bit of a bounce, not too much. Crude oil is breaking these overnight lows at 30.68. Yesterday we had a level 32.88 below there, and we knew this thing was going to go short overnight. That seems like it happened right at when Trump was speaking last night. But yeah, everything's taking a hit, so I'm going to kind of take it easy and just let the markets do their thing for a little bit, and then kind of come back and see in a little bit if they're going to cool down or what's going to happen. But we are very close to that next limit down lock at 7%. So yeah, overnight inventory is obviously 100% short. But since we got that limit down, I don't know if we're going to get a correction of this overnight move, since these conditions are very abnormal. We've kind of never seen shit like this happen before. So I'm just adapting to these conditions, and yeah, a lot of technical references will be less useful since, you know, all the global news take over. All of that matters more than your freaking levels. So you got to keep that in mind. The price does not have to respect your levels today. So just keep that in mind. And yeah, we'll see what this thing does. We are opening with a huge gap. Like 27.02 was yesterday's low, and we are down to 25.60s. So about a 200 point gap down here today. Yeah. But yeah, we're just gonna, I like to wait, see what happens during like the first 30 minutes after the open. Let the market show us what it wants to do today, because when you wait and see what happens first 30 minutes, 60 minutes, that tells you a lot about what's going to go on for the rest of the session. Like if it's chopping around for the first hour of the day, it's most likely going to be a slow day. So we'll see what happens. I'm just going to sit here and, you know, sit on hands and wait it out. I am short crude oil actually. So I do have a short on crude oil right at the open. So coming into the open, we expect a little correction to the upside. But at 9 a.m. pit session open, we didn't get that. So that's telling me crude oil is pretty weak. The news that came out yesterday was very weak. And crude oil has been taking a tumble. So going with that, I got my stops in place. So if it turns back to the upside, it'll take me out. But holy shit, it is a bloodbath out there. And yeah, ES is ripping even lower. See if that limit lockdown gets triggered. But we're just gonna sit here and wait it out, see what plays out. As far as currencies, I track the fundamentals every morning. So today we got a strong GBP. GBP strong because of the house price balance. The actual number came out better than previous. That was released yesterday. We got a weak Swiss franc. A strong Swiss franc because of the unemployment rate. Actual came out better than previous. Strong New Zealand dollar, strong euro. Now we got a weak CAD, a weak oil, a weak US dollar with a little asterisk, a weak Aussie, and a weak yen. So fundamentals play a big part in Forex, because you're basically trading, the currency's value. If their economy's weak, their currency's value is going to get weak. And if you pay attention to that stuff, that's how we make money. One currency gets stronger relative to another, and that's how Forex traders make money, if you're able to judge that pretty well. But yeah, it's looking like, there it goes. 7% we're down. Seems like it's still open though. What happened there? We just dropped below 7%, but it still seems like we're open. Maybe it just hit it to the tick and not the full trigger. One tick off, right?
Yeah, 46.50 is the level.
Yeah, so we're one tick away from the markets closing for 15 minutes here. And this shit is all new to me because I haven't traded futures the last time this happened. I was only trading Forex at the time. It was 2016 when Donald Trump got elected. Once it was announced that he was going to win, the markets tanked. This limit lockdown hit and the markets closed up right before he, signed into the office. And then once he got elected, the markets actually rallied and came back. But that's the last time it happened, 2016. It's now 2020. We got coronavirus. We had overextended markets. So a correction was bound to happen. This just so happens to be the worst one of them all. But yeah, markets are closed right now for 15 more minutes. And look, you can see on the ask that people are just stacking up on the ask. So this thing, it most likely gaps down again. So if there's more people on the ask than the bid, then this thing is not going to move. It's not going to move. It's not going to go below 25.46. So we got 400, 500, 600, and then you look on the bid, there's only 2. So that's why it's stuck right here. And if it remains like that for the next 15 minutes, this thing's going to gap down even more. But holy shit. But yeah, I'll be trading small today on all my positions. Just because these markets are really just whacked out right now. And there's no clear, I mean, obviously it's clear this thing's fucking selling off, but the markets are thin. The markets are thin, so what that means is people aren't participating in certain spots, so that's why you get these big, massive wicks. Like every 5 minutes. Every 5 minutes, this thing's moving 20 points. It's hard to get involved on the futures when this thing is moving 20 points every 5 minutes. So you really gotta pick your spots wisely, and yeah, don't go too hard out there. It's just crazy, madness. But there goes crude oil, dropping into the abyss. I don't know how low it goes. I'm just gonna hold this one out today. Let's see where it goes. But yeah, how's the live stream going? You guys in here? We got 86 viewers on the live stream today. Where is the...
Some shit is going crazy now.
Yeah, shit is going crazy right now, man. Madness.
What the cinema over
Oh, this is cool. I can actually see the chat right here. Bloody season, yeah. Yeah, it was a little different. It was like 7.02%. Yeah, grab the popcorn. Get ready. Anything you guys want me to look at, just pop it in the chat room or the Discord. There goes crude oil fucking tanking. Yeah, Mumbo's got it right. But yeah, crude oil's tanking now. Down about 8% on the day. Here are some currencies I'm looking at. So with currencies, the very first thing I'll do in the morning will be, so since I'm trading New York session, what I like to do is go ahead and look at what happened overnight. So I'll look at what happened during Asia and London, since those are the two sessions that are open when New York closes, then Asia opens, and then London opens at 3 a.m. So what I'll look at is the overnight range. So this overnight range, we had Asia's low or London low around 137.520. All right, this is USD CAD we're looking at, and then we had London's high. So you want to look at London's high and Asia's high, since we're trading New York. And this works for any session you like to trade. Whatever session you're trading, just look at the one that was open before and check that range out. But yeah, I'll draw a line at the highs and the lows. So this will give me the range. And once I find the range, then it makes things a lot easier. Then I just gotta wait for it to break outside the range. Once it breaks outside the range with some power and momentum, then we can see that, you know, the market might be starting to trend above this overnight high, above this London high. Right now it's kind of sitting at it on USD CAD. Yesterday kind of did the same thing, just chopped in between the range. So you got to watch out for fake outs. But how you play this, you basically just wait. Look, I can even draw it on here. So here's price inside the range. Here's my Picasso drawing of price action. But basically you'll wait for price to break out. You want a strong push, like something that looks like that right there. Strong push, big candle. And then that's not the entry. You don't buy right here when it breaks out, because then you could get fucked. You could get chopped around like this. You want to wait for a strong push, break through, and then a retest. So it's got to pull back a little bit. It's got to break out strong, and then it's got to pull back and hold above this high. Okay? It's got to break out, hold above the high, and then once it starts turning up, then you get in. That's your entry there, and this is what it'll look like. You'll put your that'll be your entry. You'll have your stop like somewhere right inside this range. So if it comes back in, then you'll know, hey, this trade's not working out anymore. But yeah, that's how you trade this kind of stuff. Pretty easy. No indicators needed. Just simple price action and waiting for breakouts. But yeah, that's how we trade, guys. But yeah, I'm waiting for. So once you see the ranges, right? Once you have the ranges from the overnight, then you could look at, and once you see something starting to break out, then you could look at the fundamentals. Hey, is this lining up? Is this currency stronger than the other? If so, if you have something breaking out to the upside, and let's say, you know, NZD JPY is breaking out above this resistance, and we have a strong New Zealand dollar and a weak yen, that's just going to be more of a confirmation that NZD JPY will keep trending up. So you got to put the technicals. Once you have the technicals down, good. But if you don't know what currency to trade, like which one to pick, then you might get chewed around. Or, you know, you might get into the wrong currency and it might not move. So yeah, you gotta, once you get the technicals down, make sure you got, I mean, you could do it either way. Once you got the fundamentals down, then you get the technicals down. But I would say technicals are more important. Fundamentals are just like, you know, you gotta know that stuff. So yeah, you gotta know both. They're both important. But not too much action here. Let me delete this shit. Looks terrible. But yeah, not too much action in currency world, forex market. But we'll see what sets up. See if we could take a forex trade here today.
Robinhood is down again.
Robinhood's down again. Yikes. Yeah, those crude oils are up. Like I said, I'm trading small, so I'm not going for home runs today. Just trying to grow the account. But it's looking very bad for crude. If you're able to be patient, I think this thing will just rip lower slowly today. We just wicked last week's low at 30 even, so people buying at 30 even might be just algorithms buying this up at exact numbers, so that's why we might be getting a little bounce off of this level. But yeah, I'd want to hold that out until this comes back up to opening print. I'd be fine with that. S&P still closed for like another minute or two. So yeah, if you're new to the stream, if you're just hopping on, usually these aren't public, but I got a new computer, so my settings are all fucked up. So I guess I'm live on my public channel right now, but basically every single morning I hop on live and you know, let you guys in on what I'm looking at. and what I'm trading for the day. You guys can ask me questions live. And I see the chat room is just flooded right now. I'm just taking a look. But yeah, you guys could recommend anything you want me to look at, and then I'll pull it up and let you know what I'm seeing. So what's your take profit on crude? I think Dylan answered that for you. It's somewhere below 30. I don't know how low it could go, but we have that previous low at like 27. We got that previous low down there into 27.30s. And this thing is breaking the overnight lows, and it seems like it's holding below there, right? So we had the overnight low, 30.70s. Coming into the open, you think we're getting a correction to take out some of these overnight shorts. That doesn't happen. So that's telling me crude is very weak off the jump. And yeah, yesterday's news was also very weak. So crude oil's taking a hit, big hit. Nice, shorted crude oil at 33, you're a beast. Here's Euro JPY. We got that overnight high. The overnight high is like 118, and then this overnight low, this Asia low, is right here at 116.300. So it's still inside the range. We gotta wait for a break below 116.300, and that trade looks good actually. Wow, look at those lows. So these lows are pretty identical to September 2019 low. So yeah, I'd wait for a breakout below 116.300. For shorts, back down towards like 114.45. It's somewhere into like 114. How do you find the range? Well, just based on what session you're trading. So I'm trading New York, so I'm going to go ahead and look at London's range and Asia's range. So if it's able to break both of those ranges, then you know you have a strong currency pair or a weak currency pair, depending on what side it's breaking through. But yeah, basically how you find the range, you just look at the highs and the lows from the previous session. Wow, ES gap down another 20 points. ES is taking a hit.
She's a battlefield.
What?
She's like a battlefield right now.
Yeah, it's a battlefield out there. But yeah, the other night when this shit happened, or the other morning rather, when this happened, we had a gap down right at the open, and then it hit that 7%, and then once that opened up 15 minutes later, the market kind of ripped back up to that overnight low. So I don't know if that's going to happen here right now, but I'm still staying away from ES. Now, what's the next one? 13%?
Yep.
Jeez.
2382 in S&Ps.
2382 is the next level in S&P.
God.
So yeah, if we look at this daily chart, it's just looking terrible out there.
Yo, that's crazy.
We're about to be below 2,500 right now.
It's about to hit that other drop.
Yeah. It's insane out there. But yeah, this is history, guys. You better remember this for the rest of your life. Or you're gonna, whether you like it or not, you're gonna. But there's a little rally getting crude right there. Using that overnight low as resistance now. So notice how it was being used as support coming into the open. That was cracked. Now since we're below it, it's kind of being used as resistance. People are now selling at that 3080s level. But we'll see if that holds up. If it gets back above opening print, which it almost did just there. I mean, it did. It didn't hold. If it gets back above like 31, then I will be taken out of this one. And that down move might not happen just yet. But yeah, gonna let the stops do the work. So it takes the guessing out. We are sub 2,500 in the ES. Wow. Holy smokes. Look at that, that is bad. Next level lower I have is 2484, and then 2440. Those are levels from January 2nd, 2019 and December 27th, 2019. So this is what we're looking at here is a market profile chart. And that pretty much sums up the day into a distribution for me. And then these value areas, so these lines right here, value area high, value area low. This is where price spent the most time during the session. So 70% of the day's volume was spent in here. So that gives me an edge. So I know when price is breaking out of value, it might start to trend. When it's stuck inside of value, then it's balancing. It's just creating some balance, some structure. But yeah, pretty much how you use market profile, you find where there's balance, and then you wait for price to exit its balance and go in balance and start trending. That's how I'm using market profile. But yeah, any questions you guys got, just put them in the chat, and I'll get back to you when I see it. crude back above 31. I cut that one out. So not getting that breakdown like we wanted off the open, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut that one loose. Cut that one loose. Market's getting a little breather. VIX is at $70. Holy fuck. That's crazy. To link futures data to Sierra charts, I'm just using Sierra charts data. They don't let you link TD anymore. I think, yeah, I don't know what's good with TD. They don't let you link it with Sierra. Yeah, I was short crude oil, but I took it out. See if we could re-enter if this thing wants to break down. But I'm not getting too aggressive here. I'm good. I'm willing to give back a little bit of the profits I made this week, but I have a limit on what I'm willing to give back. So that's how I roll.
So right now we've got markets gapping down big, and a couple things.
I got more people trading behind me. Look.
Down here, like from way back when. So I went ahead and scooped up a little bit of bowing long so far. That's what you can see on screen there. Came right down into this 160.55 and 162.26 support level there. So scooped up 300 shares. So far, taking half off, 157.47. You can see the average price there, and the P&L on the day there. So, what I've got over here on this screen is Apple, Amazon, Boeing, Beyond Meat. If you guys have heard of those, Meats, Facebook, got Google right here, Netflix, Nvidia, Roku, Tesla. These are like the main 10 stocks I like to watch each and every day.
I'm gonna keep crude on watch and S&Ps. I don't want to mess with that.
And then what I do is I like to look for one of these coming into a potential support resistance level in the day, matching that up with the overall indice as well, which I have on a separate floor grid that I like to use. So it looks like this. And basically this allows me to see the S&P and the NASDAQ, the Russell and the Dow all together there.
Most likely a stop run right there for whoever was short right at the open.
And what I'm seeing right now,
But let's see. Let's let it play out.
the morning high there. NASDAQ's doing the same thing. Right here you can see we popped up through this line right there.
Euro JPY still inside that range.
And Russell and the Dow have not done so just yet. So I like to look at that, and I like to see the percentage changes on the day for each of these indices. So So Russell right now is the weakest market, which I talked about this morning. I talked about earlier as well. Getting weakness in Russell. So if we're going to see actually a rally back today, then we're going to see the Russell kind of come through with this. So right now, we're kind of in a wait and see pattern, see if this divergence is going to take hold and continue to push this market lower, or is the Russell just needing a little bit of a breather here? It's going to start to catch up and those markets move. But right now, it's a pretty decent reversal coming off that 25.85 quarter in the S&Ps. It doesn't look like the Russell wants to quite catch up to that which is up here. So we'll see. We're only 30 minutes into today's session, and we're closed for 15 minutes of it. So we have only really traded for about 17 minutes here this morning. We've got some good stocks that are bouncing. You can see there's some good.
Oh my gosh.
Things like Nvidia, things like Roku there. We're getting pretty decent little bounces out of those.
Yeah, he ditched the streams, Miguel.
Yeah, just it's looking a little pressure out there. But the key thing is having your levels, having your plan in place right now. And whether you're trading from
He's right behind me.
a laptop, whether you're trading from your phone, PC, whatever you're trading from your phone, you know when the market does.
I think I just got ran on crude oil, so I might stock another entry soon.
So did my morning analysis, came up with the levels I'm watching for, was able to execute a trade on that. Now we'll just see what the market is, figuring out what stops and what the plan to do to work, and no emotions to it. That's it.
Yeah, I should just take this. Because we got bolts on. But it's still decent over there. We'll get something talking about like, in a little bit maybe. So, about like the local setup, some people don't think we trade like this every day.
Oh.
Yeah, that doesn't always have to happen, Al. Why did crude go down on the open if overnight was down? That's not 100% thing that, the market has to pop right at the open. It's like more like 70% of the time that happens. But yeah, when you have a very weak or a very strong something, then it's very likely to continue at the open because a lot of fucking volume kicks in right at the open. So if you have something that's very weak like crude oil, yeah, it might just keep dumping right at the open. But it looks like we're getting a little bit of a correction, nothing too crazy though. Yeah, I take my trades on the active trader, not a 5-minute chart. But yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah, I'll look at the 5-minute chart and then 1,000 volume bar chart. See what's going on here. Shoot.
Shit looking good.
Yeah. Shit's looking crazy out here. Where did my my VWAP is gone. I still don't have all my settings right.
You got no studies probably.
My studies.
Go left inside.
The
Go
fuck?
inside. Go a little bit more left. See that? Yeah, pull that down and then just lift up a little bit.
Traded no studies.
There you go.
Trading no studies. We're down 300 right now on crude.
You gotta slam the gate.
It's not always going to be green, guys. It's not always going to be green. As long as you manage your risk and you use one of these,
Push down on each end.
you're good. You see that?
What is that?
Use a stop loss. As long as you use a stop, you can't blow your accounts. And you take a lot of the emotions and guessing out of the picture. So yeah, we're waiting to see if Crude will set up again. See what happens here. But yeah, we're down 300 on the day on Crude. Took a short at the open. It was in profits a little bit, like freaking 70 ticks. But yeah, I was looking for a bigger move, and then it kind of just came up and took me out right there. But it's all good. We'll look for a re-entry if it wants to set up again. If not, it's just going to chop around, and I don't really want to mess with it. But yeah, I got my loss limits set for the day, and yeah, I'm ready to attack when I need to. What do you got over there, Boeing?
Yeah, S&P's came up at 25.85 quarter level, pretty nice in two there.
S&Ps. I got 25.18 that it's holding above on a thin rope. Boeing lows 155. That shit is taking a hit, bro. Everything is red. Everything is red. My APT calls would have been money if I held them from last night. What are they at? Dude, the same shit happened. They didn't price them under $9. The lowest ones you can get are $9.
Really?
Yeah. But I had the 10 calls yesterday, and now they're $5. I bought them at $1.20.
Damn.
What do you think about that? Missing out on some cash today? Or no? Crude oils. Messing around. Yeah, crude oil is a hard commodity to trade, but I'm always down for a challenge. Gonna let this thing correct a little more and see if we could get another short entry sometime soon. Not gonna chase it though. C period, put in some lower highs. That's kind of confirmation. Shorts are getting a little stronger.
So the secret is to have a little bit of community.
She said keeps the inspiration going.
Keeps you nice and just mellowed out, calm. Listen to some sad story. Dude lost his girl in his truck in the same storm. They drove all together.
setup? Let me know.
Yeah, so this is the mobile setup. So at home I have a total of 4 monitors. I'm working with 3 34-inch curved monitors. And I have those all kind of around me, so I'm like in like a spaceship. And then I've got a 24-inch above that I stream from. So I just duplicate one of the screens and I put that up there. That's what we're going to watch is that screen, which is just a duplicate of one of the screens, not main screen I watch. But yeah, when I'm traveling, the most essential thing if you're using a laptop is you gotta have a wireless mouse, right? Trying to chart and do your things with this just does not work. So a little $20 Logitech mouse, MLT mouse pad keeps you in check there as well. And then yeah, just a 16 or 15-inch MacBook Pro with a little sliding wheel here. So adjust what we need there, turn the music up or down depending on the mood. And then a Asus, I think this is a 15.6-inch external monitor there. Just hooks up to the USB-C, comes with a nice little case, keep it protected. And that's it. That's really all you need. So you got one screen here that you can work with, and that's where I make all my executions from. I don't want to take any risk of this thing potentially like glitching out or something.
Gold taking a hit
So I
too.
use the main laptop monitor for that.
Surprisingly, everything is just down.
All this just folds up, this slides in here, and you slip right in your backpack.
Yeah, Crude might want to retrace a little more or correct this overnight shorts a little more. But yeah, we were trying to get short 32.88 yesterday. Maybe a retest of that level, and then it drops. But I don't know if it gets that high, man. I don't know. Where's XOM? Below 40. Exxon taking a hit. Damn, that's the lowest it's ever been, bro. 38. Oh wait, actually no, I gotta zoom back. Jesus Christ. You see 1985 low? $5 on XOM?
Literally.
From 1985, yeah.
XOM.
$5.52.
Where are we at?
Oh, we're nowhere near that. We're at 38. We're at 38. Don't you worry. That should not come into play anytime soon. The closest thing we got is like, I mean, we're right now we're at 2013 low. No, 2003. Holy shit. 2003's low is 39.80s. We're at 39 right now. And then 2002's low is 35. Or actually no, 31.
I had a short level in there that we broke this year, 69.21.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, this year's low or last year's low was what, 66?
Yeah, just under it.
Fuck. Shoo. Sitting around. Yeah, a lot of watching is gonna happen today. That is true. A lot of sidelines action. But I don't know if this Crude breaks down. It looked like it wanted to. Probably just trapped a bunch of shorts over there. Don't know if it continues lower just yet. gonna set alerts there in Crude.
Got the handy cam out now.
Got the handy cam. How did you learn how to work on so many platforms? Yeah, I kind of just download them and figure it out. C period is a market profile term. These are all the people asking me questions right now. We got 95 viewers. We've been live for about an hour. See what Twitter's up to. Robinhood's down again.
Check out Roku.
Yeah, Roku's good.
Roku's strong today.
Where's Roku's?
86 and a quarter.
Oh, it's ripping, huh? Shit. Roku's actually making a move. APT taking a little dump here at the open. Tesla's below 600 now. Everyone thought that was going to 1,000. Looking like Bitcoin. Yeah, these are the currencies I'm looking at. They're still stuck in the range though, so not much to do here. Not gonna force anything. What else we got? Oh, that's what we're looking at already. Where's my calendar? Let's look at GBP USD. Wow, that took a nice hit below that, or actually no, that was yesterday's range that we were looking at. Never got hit. I mean, never broke out of yesterday's range until tonight's overnight session. Looks like we broke right below during Asia, and then London kicked in, and this thing just sold off pretty strong. So GBP already made its move, looks like. Euro AUD looks like it made a move as well. We had that Asia low right there, and then London's high was about right here. So yeah, that's coming in to get wicked and retested right now. This is what we're looking for entries. This is exactly it. Chopping around inside the range. Then we got the break. See the break? Nice push. Now we're getting a pullback. This needs to hold right there. And then once it starts printing a little green, then we could get back in.
Charges successfully.
What's your risk limit? Well, usually it's around like $1,000. So if I hit $1,000 red day, I'll just call it a day and go back tomorrow.
I straight with the mobile setup here today.
That keeps me from digging myself into deep holes.
And then the main one I'm on right now is Boeing. This was the top one yesterday for a short setup, and this is the big one in the world, but it burned nicely yesterday too. So hard for yesterday. But right now we're on this looking for
Lower highs right here on crude. I don't want to chase it, but I think it takes out these lows today. VIX pumping above 68. So VIX is high, that means people are scared. This is the fear index right here. VIX high, volatility's high, people are scared, panicking, and ES most likely dumping. That's the kind of scenario we're in right now.
Where do you get coffee down to? Hidden grass. Hidden grass? Like
Pikachu, what up? You got any questions, Pikachu? Sounds like it. He goes, you sound and look like a scammer. Take the hoodie off. It's almost summer. Go collect your Pikachu cards and shut up. Yeah, Exxon's a way to trade crude options. Yeah, I'm flat on crude too. It's slow right now.
So aggressive.
What?
The shudder when they snaps.
It is like.
This shit sounds like an analog camera.
You look like a hacker. Trying to be.
Bitcoin.
Nadex a good platform to start trading for beginners? Yes and no. Yes, if you're willing to manage your risk and not start gambling, because you could gamble your money away on Nadex just like that. But it's good because you don't have to do too much work. You just kind of got to figure out your levels and say, hey, is price going to be above this level at this time, or is it going to be below this level at this time? That's all you really got to do with Nadex. Just make sure you got some levels and the right expiration, and that's it. Yeah, Owanda's a good platform. I haven't used it, but I haven't heard anything bad about it. But we got a poor high on the day on Crude, so the odds are likely that one, that's either the high of the day, or two, this thing continues to the upside and takes that out. But yeah, poor high signifies a rejection, but the odds are likely that the market comes up to take this out, so it puts in some excess at the highs. It's not going to leave these exact highs forever. This is a 5-minute chart. But we got a poor high on crude oil. So the odds are likely that it continues to the upside a little more. Yesterday's gap is 32.50s. Don't know if that gets filled, but we have a poor high, so that gives us an edge over other traders that aren't using market profile.
The depth of field, let me show you something.
Now that just added to the poor high right there, 31.32. Poor high taken out. Now we got some excess at the highs right here. It either continues or it's going to start making the high of the day very soon. Could be high of the day right there. Just took out the poor high, not able to continue much further. So, might be getting ready to be short time. But we'll let it play out. Crude might make a move up to like 3180s before it wants to flip back around to the downside. Take out some more of those overnights. Order flow is still very negative. $500K contracts on the day. Look at that, everything is just red, 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 red. Just keep waiting, just keep waiting.
Couple camera chatter.
What do you say?
I said, take a fill, Phil.
Take a fill, Phil. How you doing, Phil?
Took a little off BYND there.
You had a BYND on?
I got BYD and dog right now.
Nice.
Oh, the thing, right? Yeah. It's like I got bands on. Like 8 bands.
Nice.
Small size. Love it.
Word.
Should I take a key? Should I just buzz you?
I'll buzz you in, yeah.
Alright,
We didn't go all the way.
So,
Nah, we're good. I'm good.
I'm good.
Shit.
Yeah.
You want Bowen taking off?
Take off, Bowen.
Taking off into space.
This market cannot rally, cannot sell off.
Yeah, it can't do anything. It can't do nothing. Slow markets today. Crude, that might be highs of the day for crude there. Just looking back at that. Needs above 3150 now to get going up to 3288. Or below this 3080s. Yeah, I'm gonna be patient with Crude because when it seems like it's just moving up slower, getting people impatient. But once it tops out, it could fall. But yeah, I'm not gonna stick around chasing it. Took a couple stabs at it. But yeah, as long as you know your risk today, you won't be getting crushed. Shouldn't be getting crushed. Should not. Not able to make new highs there. Choppy day. Take a fill, Phil. Down, down.
Bro, that computer's sick.
Who
Who did that?
did that? Who did that? Yo. One sec, I'm coming. Coming.
Yo. Is it being active?
It was open, bro.
Oh, it was open? Oh, shit. My fault.
No, you good. You good, you good, you good. And put alerts here in crude oils. 3150. And 3080. Crude's failing to go lower. So I think it's got some room to go up a little bit. Take out some of those overnight shorts. And then maybe make a move back down. Maybe.
Got the action shot.
That's some good caffeine now.
I gotta go to the bathroom.
Oh, you already left up?
So, like, so
What up, Vogel?
they're at my studio, but I don't live there.
I see you.
My editing studio.
See you, cuz.
And I live with my girlfriend, that's why.
Yeah, I don't know how much momentum Crude can get up here, but
No, I mean, my friends live there, like, they just suddenly sit in front of me, so it's not bad.
got resistance at 3288 is all I got.
Yeah, so it's like,
Um,
for fruit and shit, but I kind of, focus more on being out versus being in. Yeah.
Yesterday's low,
That's why I was
3250s.
like, I'm fuck this shit. Like, really, I just want to, if I'm inside, I just want no one around me so I can actually get things done. Because I'm like super sidetracked. You know what I'm saying? Hanging out with people, some people talking about planning something, like 47 videos, we're looking at it, and then it's like, what time do you guys usually go to?
Like now.
Oh, for real? Yeah. Maybe I'll get down to camera, you guys talk about kind of. Do you ever, around the lines, record it? Dumping onto this shit takes a fucking hour. Onto that takes an hour. If I had my other shit, it would take like 5 to 8 minutes.
Yeah, how long does it take you to upload all that footage from that disc?
I mean, I usually have SSDs, but right now I didn't bring them because they're all filled up. I like rotate them or I buy new ones. Like if it's like, if I have a budget, I buy a bunch of them.
Mm-hmm.
But since this is like not the shit that I'm doing, I have like a bunch of drives I've been editing on, so I just rotate from my expensive ones to my shitty ones. Just buy shitty ones. Because the price difference is like 4 times. It's like I have this 1 2 terabyte, this shit is $1,000. That 4 terabytes like 150.
Yeah, all traders is watching. Watching.
So, how long do you guys usually trade for?
I like trading for. More bad news. I like trading from 9 a.m. to about right now, like 11. If it's slow, if it's choppy from 9 to 11, then you know the rest of the day is most likely going to chop around. So I don't like to stick around too long when that happens. I see what's going on like the first hour of the day, and that tells me a lot about the session. Like right now it's very choppy. Obviously we're in bad market conditions right now. But overall today's session, massive range, but it's really just chopping inside today's range still. So yeah, I like taking the trades early. If there's nothing that sets up early in the day, then I either don't take anything or I wait until later in the day. But most likely, if I'm trading later in the day, I'm giving back the morning profits. That's most likely what happens. Just get caught chasing more moves, and that's what they want you to do. That's what the markets are out to get you. So you gotta just be really disciplined and know when to call it a day. But yeah, if I don't see anything good in the morning, I don't really like trading for the day. But yeah, today's looking like a slow day.
What advice do you have for traders on a day like this? Like, don't
Trader.
try to create things out of nothing.
Yeah, exactly. Don't try and create trades out of nowhere just because you're bored and want to trade. Like, just sit back, watch what price is doing. And if there's no trade screaming in your face, like you should be able to see the trade as soon as you look at the chart. You shouldn't have to think too much or like fucking dissect every little thing to find the trade. No, it should be screaming in your face, hey, here's the trade. If not, flip over to the next chart, see what's going on. But like on a day like this, you just gotta kind of observe and see what's going on, because there's no real clear moves, in my opinion, at least. But yeah, I'd say just you gotta be real disciplined and just sit on your hands until something really A+ sets up. Because otherwise, you could burn yourself into a little hole, trying to trade every single little blip.
And you might just create things out of your own head.
Yeah, you might just create trades out of your own head, like you said. Shit that's not there, you want to
See something.
yeah, you gotta see something right away.
What were the top movers today, you think?
Top movers today, I think he caught a little trade on Boeing. I mean, it didn't move too much. It's still moving, still working off those lows. Roku actually was a mover. That thing moved. I mean, it's still red on the day because it dropped a bunch overnight, but it went from $80 to $86. So it was $6 move in Roku today. So that's one of the top movers. I mean, I guess you could say ES was a top mover as well, but to the downside, this thing is down almost 7%. But this thing is down 200 points from yesterday, so that's a mover. Tesla's below 600. Not looking good there.
That coffee shop was like, we're a nut-free coffee establishment. So I was like, you got omelet? We're a nut-free establishment. I guess people are like allergic or something. Yeah.
So yeah, I'll probably call it a day here. Nothing to do. Took a couple stabs at crude oil, didn't go too well. So we're just gonna call it a day. Before we start giving back some of this week's profits. And we don't want to do that. If there's nothing clear setting up, there's no reason to be trading. I'm totally fine with walking away with a small red day, and waiting for something better to pop up. Not later today, most likely tomorrow. Maybe we'll get another interesting Friday. But yeah, took a couple stabs at crude oil, didn't work out. And yeah, we managed our risk, used the stop loss, and that was that. Not gonna get emotional about it, because I already knew my loss limits going into the day. That's how trading works when you're disciplined and consistent. But yeah, Probably gonna hop out of here as nothing really is catching my attention. If you got anything you want me to look at before I hop out, let me know. David Blaine. That's a good one. Yeah, Euro AUD is actually still holding up at that high of, what is that, Asia and London. So yeah, I mean, it looks like it's holding, but not too strong there. Oops. You got alerts.
Yeah, I was gonna say, whose alert was that?
It's trending up.
Like a field,
Barely new highs on the day. Boeing.
Yeah, after you hop off, I'll do like a close interview. I mean, even if nothing happens, still kind of, you know what I'm saying? It's still interesting to see people doing shit. So, yeah, that's what happens, you know?
Yeah. What are you guys trading today? Anything good? Yeah. Sitting on hands is probably the best thing to do right now, unless you're already in something. You caught CAD JPY. Let me try and guess what you did. Did you get long down here or something? 75? As it remained inside the range right there? Now it's kind of faking out to the upside, CAD JPY. But both of those currencies are weak, so I don't really like this pair right here today. Weak CAD, weak yen. Here's the market profile chart for ES. Got a little pour high at 25.83. Oh, no wonder why. This chart is wrong. Supposed to be on ESH, you dummy. But yeah, there's the pour high. 25.83.25. Making money over there?
You me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
makes one of us.
What were you mostly trading on the board?
She got that shit.
I know.
Yeah, I'm long, well, I'm flat BA now, but long BYND. I had a 157.0750 average in volume.
Beyond Schmeat, you're trading?
Yeah, I'm long it right now.
Schmeat spin. Schmeat spin, how's that options?
I got a stop loss in place right now. Only 50 shares left in that one.
Oh, so you're doing shares on them?
Yeah, the VIX is just so retarded that the options market's just super expensive. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's how I went on the other day, and I was like, yeah, I'm fuck this shit. I'm just gonna go shoot videos.
What are you doing over there?
Oh, I'm out. I'm good for the day. Loss limit activated.
Oh, yeah?
Going
Yeah, I mean, I only took 3 stabs at Crude, but
Down G.
down a G. 3 strikes, and guess what? You're out. Swing and a miss.
Crude is being real crude, bro.
Crude ain't being too sweet. But yeah, that's how I catch myself from chasing. 3 strikes, you're out, or
Now you're trying to recoup.
loss limit. So if one of them gets hit, then it's time to, shut it down. But we're still green on the week, which is nice. So yeah, I was I don't know what I was about to say actually.
Crude got 30.02. Like, really?
Yeah, I was up about 1,000 right there on that low, but it was just a little liquidation move, I guess. Selling off into that low. 30 exactly is the low. At some point it probably gets taken out, but can't take it.
It was crazy. Like even people on my Instagram I'm friends with, they don't see some of my posts. They like go to my page to see the shit.
Yeah, Instagram's like,
Like even like mad people were DMing me. They're like, damn, I didn't even see that shit you put out yesterday till right now. Like, damn.
it's getting ridiculous.
Because they want you to pay for everything.
Yeah, they want you to buy ads and shit.
Do the ads work? But you probably gotta do a lot of bread, right?
You just gotta do like engagement ads, retarget like your active people.
Oh.
Like, just create a small audience to keep those people engaged.
So like the people who are already trying to look at your shit.
Yeah, Yeah.
You just gotta breathe.
You just gotta get it back in front of them.
Yeah.
Shooty bop. Oh, yo, can you turn off this? I'll turn
So,
off. This shit's probably getting in the mic.
Yeah, I was gonna say turn it off earlier, but I mean, you guys have knobs on, so it's not too aggressive.
They hear it on the live stream, I think.
Yeah, so we'll do like a little interview after. You don't even gotta talk about shit. Just kind of say like what the market's been doing.
Uh-oh. A passenger on a flight from JFK to Palm Beach has been diagnosed with the novel coronavirus.
guess you ain't going.
I ain't going to Palm Beach now.
Unless you drive.
Good luck on that.
BYD still holding handled it. No trail stops in place, but
You know, we haven't had one of these red day things in a while, so.
oh, you mean for you?
Yeah, for me, and not the markets.
I was like, wait a minute, what? What you smoking?
Yeah, no options today because they're all jacked up, bro. They're all jacked. Volatility is high, options jacked. So no options today for me. Crude oil another poor high, so this thing just probably slow grinds higher till it makes its top and then dumps. So yeah, I'm good for the day.
I don't know where that shit is gonna go. This shit is gonna keep until this thing is settled.
Yeah,
Which who knows? Or until the zone is coming.
it'll pass this corona shit, but we don't know when.
'Cause they gotta make
We
it.
could be in lockdown for a while. And it could get a lot worse. But yeah, crude oil, ES, probably not the best things to trade today. We got some movers though in the stock world. What do we got moving? Boeing still stuck in its range. Breakout above 169, I think it'll go. Up to like 174 and then 176. What else?
I might fucking use this counter as a tripod for an interview because I'm having a tripod.
Roku's trying to break out again, dude.
It's easy enough.
What's Roku moving for?
Everybody's sitting at home fucking
Everybody's sitting at home watching Rokus.
Smart TV.
The NBA's canceled. My fucking trading cards might take a hit. I don't think so though, because these people keep buying. Somebody just bought a Zion from me for 800 today, this morning. So I don't think they know what's going on in the world or what. But
They're gonna hold that.
as
shit.
long as they got their Zions, they're good.
And then you sell that shit for 10 oranges when the apocalypse comes. Come on, 2 Twinkies.
Oh God, dude, the package is going to New Rochelle, New York. That's who bought it.
Are you serious?
I don't think he's getting that package. New Rochelle is on that's the place that's quarantined.
Yeah.
The whole mile.
Dropping shit from.
That's where I went to college, Iona.
Yeah, that's not getting in.
Well, as long as I got my cash.
It's gonna be held up at the fucking.
Shit's gonna be held up. They're gonna spray that package down.
This mine smell like Febreze and Purell.
Yeah, Crude looks like it wants to take out that poor high right there, 3160s. Chopping around. S&P's near those lows. Yikes. Low of the day is 24.92. Below there could get really ugly. But CAD JPY is starting to break that range. Yeah, that's probably a good long. But both currencies are weak, so I don't really like this trade right here. But it does look like it's moving. Take out that high, and then it should be somewhere into 77. Euro JPY, wait for it to break above 118 or 116.300 for the next trend move in that currency pair. But yeah, that's about it. ES levels to watch before I hop out of here is going to be 25.1850. Back below that level should see new lows on the day, and then below there, sheesh. Below there we got 24.84 and then 24.40 and a half. Those are some levels to watch down there in the ES, S&P, and then we'll get some crude oil levels to watch. So this thing broke out last night below 32.88. It's still in that breakout zone. So any pushes up into 32.88, I'm looking to sell for a move down to, well, now 30 exactly is a level. People buying at exactly 30 kind of worries me. These lows will most likely get taken out. If not today, maybe tomorrow. But we got a poor high on the day, so that means the odds are likely that this continues a little bit higher today. But it's not moving too strong, or fast to the upside. So that's why I'm thinking, the market's just correcting this overnight move. And once that's done, we should see that dump to the downside. Should. But yeah, I mean, that would be invalidated if price gets above 32.88. But below 32.88, it's short. Short. Bearish. But yeah, those are some levels. I took a couple stabs at it right at the open. I was in profit for a little bit, but I was only trading one contract, so I couldn't scale out. So yeah, that kind of just came back right up into the entry. I didn't trail it out. Gave it some room to work. But that was taken out. Then I re-entered. And then that was taken out. And then one last time, that was taken out. So, gonna stick with my loss limits and my 3 strikes, you're out rule. They kind of both came into play at the same time. But yeah, that's that. I'm gonna walk away with a small red day. Still green on the week. Yesterday was a big day. The day before that was pretty nice too. But yeah, we had a good week so far, so I'm not gonna give back too much of these profits. Down like $1,000 on the day. That's my loss limit. And yeah, I'm gonna stick to it, because if I keep trading right now, odds are likely that I just, I try and trade and try and make the 1,000 back. That's not a good thing to do, because then I'm gonna just start forcing trades out of thin air, like just start trading random spots, and I don't want to do that. So I'm gonna call it a day and not, eat into some of this week's profits. But yeah, that's how I deal with shit like this. I'm not too worried about it, to be honest with you. Because I know there's going to be more trades that come tomorrow, Monday, Tuesday, the next day. So today's red day is not the end of the world. Might seem like it if you don't have the right mindset, but not the end of the world, guys. Just a little money. Yeah, if I take something later in the day, if it sets up, odds are likely I don't. Since I already hit my loss limit, that would be breaking my rules. But if I see something set up, yeah, I'll post it in the chat room for you. Don't you worry. As long as you guys make a little money, I'll be happy. But yeah, that's it for the day. Nothing really exciting today. We had that that limit down hit on ES twice again. So fucking 2 times this shit happened this week. Last time it happened was 2016, and now it's happened twice in 2020. 2020 is like the year of shit that's not supposed to happen is fucking happening. Everything, in every angle. But yeah, that's that. You guys know what to do with these levels. Hopefully you traded better than I did today. And yeah, I'll be in the chat if you got any questions. Thank you guys for hopping on. I still got to fix some of my settings, because these live streams aren't supposed to be public. They're just for the people in my chat room. But you guys got a little insight to what I do every day. And yeah, you're welcome. So with that being said, I'm gonna hop out of here. Thank you guys for watching the stream, and I'll see the people in the Major League Trading Room later on today's review. And yeah, you could see how I fucked up and lost $1,000 on Crude today. So I'll see you guys later. Enjoy the rest of your day. Go out and get some sun if it's sunny by you. It's not by me. It's just a bad day overall today, huh? But yeah, peace out, guys. I'll see you on the review. If you got any questions, I'll be in the chat room answering shit all day. But yeah, sayonara.